everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. So the video is not on anything specifically for cars, but it is at the same time. So today we're actually going to be getting into the realm of photography and videography for recording your cars when you want to make content and things of that nature. So you probably saw by the thumbnail and the title. I'm going to be comparing the iPhone camera, the regular camera. I have a 16, and what the camera basically looks like with a polarizer, a CPL filter. That's what you guys call it. That's probably the term everybody goes by. So I have it right here. I have the lens cap on it. I probably need to clean the actual lens. Definitely do. But this is what it looks like right here. As you can tell, it is, it's a polarizer. So I don't have it adjusted to where you can really see it as much, but you'll see it in the clips that I've made later in this video. And I also have some notes that I kind of realized like picking up while recording with it, pros and cons, and then pros and cons of the actual iPhone camera. What are the pros and cons of that as well? So I'm going to be giving you a review. I did buy this off a TikTok shop, so I'm not for sure this is the best, but in my opinion so far it does work. But we're going to get into that. So I have my handy dandy notes right here. We're kind of just going to go through it. So before we actually get into the pros and cons of the polarizer, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a video. Again, this is just a video I went out and did. Like, this is not anything I put actual like time into it, like how I would make my other videos. But it kind of just gives you a glimpse of what the camera looks like with the CPL filter on it. So check this out. All right, so now that you guys got a good glimpse of it, I would say at least the pros from my first time ever recording with it, it definitely reduces we had a malfunction. My phone ran out of storage. I have a lot of car clips and car videos, so I had to get rid of the old ones, but we're back. So the first one, we have the polarization definitely removes the glare and the reflections of like the light. I think it is flawless when it does that. My friend, he always, at least when we want to shoot, he wants to film in the daytime, and I went out in the daytime and filmed with the polarizer on, and I think it is great that I didn't really have to adjust anything with the polarizer to get the glare out and then the reflection. So I feel like that's pretty good. In the video, I'm pretty sure you can tell the color saturation. It definitely makes it more, I guess it pops out more. You're really able to get a good understanding of how intense, how bright the detail of the color, especially when it comes to the saturation. And then the reducing harsh lighting, that kind of goes back to the glare and the reflective lighting. Definitely the sun can be your best friend or your worst enemy when it comes to recording cars, just depending on where it is. If you angle your car right, your sun could be your best friend. If you don't, it can turn into a nightmare. But definitely the polarizer did help reduce that, because I was on top of a parking deck and the sun was just like right there, which in my case, I think the sun helped out a little bit, but you could tell in the CPL filter that it definitely reduced it a little bit to the right amount of exposure of sunlight. Now I think I haven't tried this yet. Now using a polarizer, it kind of dims, your camera and what you're recording. Really, the only con right now that I have would be if you're going out at night and you're trying to record. I mean, with a polarizer, it's meant to kind of dim down and get some of the light and glare out of it. So I'm not for sure. This is just an inferential con that I have. I have not tested this out, so I don't know how reputable it is. This is just something that I've thought about, and maybe that could be something that, you know, that wouldn't work out in your best interest using a CPL filter at night. So now we are going to go into the iPhone, the regular standard iPhone. This is the first video I've recorded with my iPhone, at least on my car. And I'll kind of walk you through the process of how I did it, or where my setup was recording with my iPhone on this video. So check it out. All right, so now that y'all have watched the video, you probably like, that video is really good to be just a standard iPhone camera. Yes, that is very true. A lot of people have came to me and said, how in the world did you get that good of quality with just using a standard iPhone camera? Well, I would say both of the videos are edited slightly. There, you know, you go into your photo gallery, whatnot, you click on the video, and then you can adjust everything. Both of those videos are adjusted slightly. Now, what I think really made the iPhone camera video stand out was where I was at and the circumstances I was in. So I was actually in a parking deck, and the lighting, it's dim and it's like a yellow vibrant light. So I feel like my silver car does very well with like a yellow lighting. I don't know what it is, but I feel like it does. Mind you, the video is adjusted. You know, this is not a raw video. This is adjusted. It has, you know, different saturations, contrast, shadows, all of that. So take that into account as well. So, and plus, I know the raindrops, it was raining and it looked like the drops of rain on the car looked intentional because they looked so perfect. But yes, I was driving in the rain and I went into the parking deck to record. I didn't know it was going to rain that day. Let's get into the pros. Definitely the lighting. It's better in low lighting. I would say the iPhone camera is better in low lighting compared to having a CPL filter on it. I would definitely say, based off that video, you can always adjust accordingly to the lighting. So it's really not, you know, it's really nothing too crazy. You can always adjust it. But if you're doing a raw clip, I would not put a CPL polarizer on an iPhone or any camera or phone that you have, device, in a low light setting. I feel like using the iPhone camera just the way as it is the best option. This kind of wraps into my whole point of kind of what I've been talking about, is you can adjust at least iPhone lighting and contrast and color. You can adjust that all through the iPhone. Now, with the CPL filter, you can do that as well. I mean, it's just an attachment. It isn't like its own device where you can't do that. But if you don't have a CPL filter, and if you aren't interested in buying one, then you have other alternatives to give it that kind of look, I guess, as if you have a CPL filter. The cons, I would say definitely it's harder for glare and reflections. So at night when you have fogs on, you know, I've tried to use fog lights, headlights, LEDs, all that stuff to record my car, especially at night. But even in the daytime, sometimes, it's hard to get the glare out of the iPhone camera. It's really hard, and it's almost like you can't. So definitely one of the main cons, and that's why you would probably need a CPL filter if you will want to have your LEDs on, your headers, whatever. Then the colors may not pop as well. So if you're going and you're wanting to create a stock, I said a stock like it's a car, or just an original video using an iPhone camera, you know, it's going to be, I guess, hard to not edit your videos to get the right color contrast and not make the video look so dull. Every time I use my iPhone, I have to edit the videos when I don't have, before I had the CPL filter. So definitely editing, which I actually enjoy editing, but if you enjoy editing, it might not be a con, honestly. But if you don't like editing and spending a good amount of time making sure the video is good quality, then that's definitely a con for you. And then lastly, the iPhone camera can't achieve the natural polarization that would be if you had a polarizer, a CPL filter over the camera. So if you do that, if you take that into account, take in all of the pros that I listed for the CPL filter, and then see what you're missing out on without it on the iPhone camera. So to wrap everything up, I definitely believe that you necessarily don't need a polarizer for an iPhone in the certain circumstances. Obviously, at the things that I listed off, there are times where a polarizer will be in your best interest to have, and there's sometimes it won't. That's what pros and cons are for. And mind you, I've only had this polarizer for about a week, and I've only tested it once. So again, I'm new to this. If anybody has anything that they experienced with a CPL filter or just iPhone cameras in general that could be better in certain environments, areas, settings, definitely leave that down in the comment section and let me know, because then I can learn something, because I'm new into this. You know, the people that I work with are new, and, you know, getting experience from other people is also beneficial, especially when you're getting into car photography, videography, you know, trying to build your reputation on social media through cars. So overall, I think that getting a simple CPL filter, mind you, I got this off of TikTok shop. It is very simple. It's convenient. All you do is just clip it on over the camera. If you want to take this serious, I would definitely recommend getting this, because it's just a convenient little enhancement for your camera. That I think, you know, everybody, at least in the car content community that's trying to create videos of their car, I think they should have this. It's very convenient, it's very simple to use, and it makes your videos overall better. So as an attachment, I believe this is the first thing you should get as a starter for creating content about your car or other cars. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will definitely be getting out more content soon. We have a busy October, so definitely a lot of content, especially with car meets and car shows. So we're definitely going to be out and about getting more content to y'all as well. Make sure you go follow my TikTok. It's at shifted_4. And then also it's the same thing on Instagram. So make sure, check those out. I'm more active on TikTok. I usually post my well-edited videos on Instagram, so I don't post as much on there. But definitely go check those out, and make sure to subscribe, like, comment. Any recommendations you guys have for me when recording, filters for the iPhone camera, different settings, anything like that, put it down in the comments. Everybody can learn from each other. So I hope y'all have a good one. Peace.